I think one of the great tragedies of living in a MAGA-riddled country is that the United States is kind of feeling like a less friendly place to be. You know, when I was a kid, you could drive by somebody, you'd give them a wave, bump into somebody at the grocery store, and at least you could be friendly to one another. And I'm not saying that all of that is necessarily gone, but it seems more acceptable these days to be your absolute worst self. You've got Donald Trump in the White House, and he operates with this false sense of bravado and a twisted sense of masculinity, where treating others like crap or being cruel for cruelty's sake, it's kind of the point. And now other people have this permission structure to start bringing this fashy cruelty into different areas of our lives, whether you're talking about a Little League game or somebody overhearing a conversation at a restaurant and trying to pick a fight with you. And now we're starting to see some version of that play out at a school down in Idaho where a teacher is being asked to take down a sign because it has a message of inclusion. And I'm not saying that this school district is necessarily filled with a whole bunch of MAGA freaks, but these types of things are becoming more commonplace in Trump's America. If you guys do appreciate my work, please do remember to subscribe.
My building administration came to me during my lunch period and told me that they needed to be taken down by the end of the day. They told me that they were in violation of district policy because in today's political environment, they're considered a personal opinion.
Did they say somebody complained about them?
No. I asked if anyone had complained about them, and they said, no, we just want to protect you from that if that were to happen.
In this political environment, that is not acceptable.
Yeah, I was told a couple things. That everyone is welcome here is not something that everybody believes. So that's what makes it a personal opinion.
You were told this, that not everybody believes everyone is welcome.
Right.
Okay. And who told you this? Who was the one saying that not everyone believes this?
My building administration and district personnel.
Face to face, they told you this? What was your response to that?
Because I was told to take it down by the end of the day, I did so. And the following few days, I just was so unsettled by it. And so I went back into my classroom and put it back up. And I emailed my principal and said, I don't agree. I don't agree that this is a personal opinion. I feel like this is the basis of public education.
And what was the response to that?
They came to talk to me and again asked me to take it down. And I said, I'm not interested in taking it down.
I mean, what are we doing here, folks? Since when was a message of inclusion so controversial? I mean, just look at these signs. In this room, everyone is welcome, important, accepted, respected, encouraged, valued, and equal. Set on top of a rainbow. But those aren't the same colors that you might find on a pride flag. Not that that would be a problem, but I don't know why anybody would be up in arms about that one. And then we've got this other sign here. It says, everyone is welcome here. And then it's got a whole bunch of kid hands up in the air with different shades of skin color. Are we really saying that we shouldn't be including all students in a public school system? Since when did it become a problem to say that I don't care what you look like? I don't care where you came from. You are welcome here. Shouldn't that be the basis of our public school system? Are we really trying to say that some students should not be included? Or what is exactly going on here? And I want you guys to listen to the excuse they gave for her to take these signs down. This is her district here.
That's when the district higher-ups got involved. In an email exchange with Chief Academic Officer Marcus Myers, he highlighted the section of district policy he says Sarah's signs violated, including the advancement of individual beliefs and district facilities should be content neutral. But more specifically, Myers pointed to Idaho Code, the Dignity and Non-Discrimination in Public Education Act, which says district employees and students shall respect the dignity of others and acknowledge the right of others to express differing opinions.
And they're saying that putting up a poster that says everyone is welcome is a violation of that?
Yeah, because everyone is welcome here, especially since the poster emphasizes in regards to skin color with the images of the hands, that is considered something that people have differing views on.
And the differing view would be racist?
I mean, I can't even wrap my head around what other differing view of it would be.
It sure sounds like you're making room for the racists. I mean, what other message could she take from this? You've got a sign that says, everyone here is welcome. It's got a whole bunch of hands in the air with different shades of skin color, and you're saying that that is somehow against somebody else's personal beliefs? And I kind of want to put a little bit of a finer point on this, because do you guys remember a couple years ago when we had all of that anti-CRT rage? Well, Idaho, as backwards as they are, passed a bill to try to root out all the CRT. And then the district, as a result of that law, rewrote their rules, as they say, so they could comply with the law. So we have these anti-CRT measures being passed in different states all around the country, and now we are seeing the downstream effects of those bigoted laws. And you will never believe that one of the administrators came out and admitted that because the different skin tones existed on that poster, that is why it needed to be taken down.
If there was a poster that just said everyone is welcome here, black background, white words, do you think the team would have objected to that?
I don't think the team would have. Now, that'd have been a team decision, but I don't think the team would have. And I say that because those exist in our schools.
I was going to say, you have things that are almost identical to this. They just don't have multicoloring, and then they don't have the hands that obviously are different shades of skin tone, right? Ranging from white all the way to black.
Yeah.
So
the text by itself doesn't allow for interpretation.
The text by itself doesn't allow for interpretation. It's only because there were black and brown hands that were on that poster. That's why it needed to be taken down. Now, I don't know what this guy's politics are. Like I said, I don't know if there are a whole bunch of MAGA freaks within this school district, but these are the types of things that are becoming more commonplace in Trump's America. And I just want everybody to ask themselves, is this the America that you want to live in? Do we want to be known as the country that is okay with excluding people based on their immutable characteristics? Is that really the country that we should be teaching our children about? Is that really the country or the school that you would want your kid to grow up in? It is just so depressing to see how this MAGA movement and all of their bigotry has been spreading across the country like a plague. It's like they're trying to roll us back to the 1950s or something. It is quite disgusting. And I just wanted to show you this one caller because, as I said, these people are more emboldened than they have ever been before, and now they feel more comfortable calling into a news station to express their transphobic views.
That sign is extremely uninclusive to someone like myself who is a female. And if you put he, she, it's who think that men who think that they're females in there, and that's what she's saying right there, that is infringing on my right to be a woman in a bathroom by myself. So you know what? You better get the article straight because there's a new sheriff in town and his name is DJT. And guess what? If these people refuse to accept that that's the reality, no federal funds for them, huh? No federal funds. Take care and know that I am extremely offended by people like that. Oh, everyone, he, she, it's her all. No. If they're in my bathroom, I'll kick their all right?
Okay, so that's who's on that team.
Yeah, that's who's on that team. And I don't like to break society into different groups like that, but they are kind of really making it hard when they are trying to spread this bigotry so far and so wide. And I don't know if you caught it there, but she said, you got a new sheriff in town. His name is DJT. And if you don't like it, if you don't comply, well, then screw these other kids. We're going to take away your federal funding. Can you believe how sick that is? You've got a, 60 or 70-year-old lady calling into a news station, spouting off at the mouth a whole bunch of transphobia and threatening to take away funding away from other students because a teacher put up a sign that had a message of inclusion. God forbid. The MAGA movement has just demonized so many minority groups, and anytime they hear the word inclusion, now they go on to attack trans people. And I guess if there is a silver lining in all of this, it's that we have teachers like Sarah Anama who is willing to stand up and fight back against this bigoted nonsense. And even her students staged a walkout and were protesting on her behalf because they recognize this as MAGA insanity as well.
Actually, a few of us, IB seniors at Renaissance, we were kind of talking in a group chat last night about, what has recently been going on in their district and how we feel it's so important for people to know that kindness is not a political message.
Do your job! Do your job! Do your job!
No way is it political. It's saying everyone is welcome. It's not saying only black people are welcome or only white people. It's saying everyone. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and I love this. And that is the message that we should be teaching our kids, right? Shouldn't a public school include all kids? Shouldn't we be making sure we are building a society that is not excluding people just because they're black or brown? Maybe because they're a little bit different than you? Isn't that kind of antithetical to the idea of America? We're supposed to be a melting pot here, a multicultural democracy. And when you've got schools who are trying to implement backward-ass laws like this, it really makes it hard to thrive in that society, especially if you're a minority. So I'm really glad to see these students take a stand. I'm really glad to see teachers like Sarah Anama take a stand, because I think that they are fighting for the same America that I want. I want this to be a place of inclusion. I want this to be a place that doesn't just pick on people because they might be a little bit different. That is not the time I want to go back to. And you and I should stand up and fight together against this fascist and cruel nonsense. So I will leave it there for now, guys. If you guys got anything out of this video, please do remember to smash that like button and subscribe. Maybe share it with a friend or two. I'd very much appreciate that. We've got to build something here on the left that adequately pushes back against this right-wing media ecosystem that is creating all of this MAGA brain rot that is plaguing our society. So if you do like what I do here, please remember to smash that subscribe button. It is free. And if you guys want to see how the Trump administration is stripping away due process rights and trying to deport green card holders, go ahead and watch that video on the screen now. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next one.